Well, well. Tables, ladders, and chairs. And stairs is coming to us live this Sunday on the WWE Network. We are certainly in the midst of a bit of a let's spin our wheels until the Royal Rumble time frame in the WWE. But ultimately, I do think that this show is going to be a fun one. I mean, heck, most of the recent pay-per-views since the launch of the WWE Network have been fun. It's pretty much a key element for us to keep giving them $9.99 every single month. It kind of makes you want to offer them up 99 cents every Monday to have a decent episode of Raw. That's a terrible idea. I take it back. I take it all back. By the way, this is Josh from TheSteelCage.com and the Steel Cage Podcast, available in Stitcher, iTunes, and anywhere else that you may get your podcast fix. If you're new to us, please subscribe over there, check us out. But in the meantime, it's time for TLC and S predictions. Alright, first I'm going to start off with the S of the TLC and S, the stairs match. But really, they're steps, they're not really stairs. I digress. So, Erick Rowan seems to be doing alright on his own, doesn't he? I really actually have to give a lot of credit to creative on this one. They've booked him properly. He's the savant, but he's also kind of a maniac. But he's also, again, he's really smart, but he's also super violent. It's quite the dichotomy that they've built, and he seems to be playing it pretty well, actually. I just can't see Big Show winning this match. There's no way. There's no point. Erick Rowan is building up a lot of steam, and his gimmick's getting over. The crowd's liking him. So, I guess Erick Rowan hits the Big Show with some stairs, and he wins, or something. I really don't know what a stairs match is. I'm guessing it's just like a hardcore match with a bunch of extra stairs. I don't know. This is going to be silly. Maybe they'll build like a giant pyramid and bury Big Show under stairs, or something. Next up, we go from stairs to chairs, and we see Ryback, the big guy. I don't know exactly what we're calling him, but I'm pretty sure "the" is part of his name now. We'll see him facing off against Kane, the Big Red Machine, the corporate Kane. I don't know what he is either. Frankly, I care less about this match than I do the Erick Rowan match. For the exact same reason that I gave it to Erick Rowan, I'm going to give this match to Ryback. Kane gains nothing from winning this. Ryback, again, is developing a little bit of steam, and the crowd seems to be getting behind him, despite CM Punk's comments. So at the end of this match, the big guy is going to make sure that Kane never wants to see a chair again. That's right, Kane will never sit down after this match. He will have some really weird PTSD going on. Next on the card, we have The New Day, which I think Big E and Kofi Kingston are supposed to be the actual competitors in this match, with Xavier Woods at ringside, versus Goldust. I can't say Gold and Stardust. I'm sorry. Goldust and Stardust. I guess this is a feud. I don't know. I mean, technically they did start this thing off pretty much right from the New Day showing up. I don't really understand why. Like, I get that there's a feud. I don't know why, though. That kind of bugs me. The whole thing with the New Day kind of bugs me, to be honest. They showed up on Raw in a match that would be perfect to debut a Freebird rules type of thing, and they do nothing with it. I was excited for the New Day. I'm much less excited now. I don't know what their point is. Why are they there? Why are they together? Why are they fighting? I know technically they're supposed to be stronger, but they're not proving much of anything to anybody. The New Day, okay, let's just pipe in a bunch of crowd noise and pretend everybody's into them. All I'm saying is I'd like to see a mission statement. Xavier Woods, I know you're going to school. You know what a mission statement is. Give it to us, buddy. I guess I'm kind of starting this preview off on a rough note, because I really don't care much about this one either. I guess the New Day wins because they're new, sure. Moving on, however, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship. A side note, I guess, with the New Day and Goldust and Stardust, there's at least a tag team division again, so that's something, and that is a plus side. I do have to say that much. But going back, the Tag Team Championship, we do see The Miz and Damien Mizdow. I refuse to call him Mizdow for the longest time, but gosh, I I'm giving in. It works. And also, it's really funny that The Miz accepts Ms. Dow chants as Ms. Now. I don't know why. It's silly, it's stupid, but it's like my new favorite thing. That all said, Ms. Dow's on fire. The Miz is getting over huge as a result, whether you like to believe it or not. These guys are just super, super hot, and the Usos are the Usos. They're pretty much playing the Kane/Big Show role in this match. There's no way they win this. Ms. Dow and The Miz retain. This brings us to the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, where we see Luke Harper defending against Dolph Ziggler. Oh, the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. It just brings you back to Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. And really, I think there could be some similarities in this match. Instead of Razor Ramon as the big man, we have Luke Harper, and instead of super athletic Shawn Michaels, we have super athletic Dolph Ziggler. Although I do have to say, it seems like it's a bit of a step back for Dolph. He's pretty much been in the main event status ever since Survivor Series, and now he's going after the Intercontinental Championship that he just lost. I don't know, it almost feels to me that he should have his eyes set on a bigger prize. And for that matter, I do think Dolph loses this match. I don't think he loses it in a clean manner. I do think that something shady happens. I don't know what, Seth Rollins interferes or something. But this does not end well for Dolph. He does lose to Luke Harper, and hopefully it sets up whatever's coming next for him. The United States Championship sees Rusev defending again against Jack Swagger. Whatever, Jack. You got some sweet-ass music, but you can't fool us. Speaking of sweet-ass, Lana. Call me. But yeah, prediction time, Rusev crushes in this one, again. In the final championship match of the night, we see the Divas Championship on the line between Nikki Bella and AJ. Bella's storyline pisses me off. Like, seriously, why is Brie cool with Nikki again? It makes no sense. What is happening? Typical bullshit Divas storytelling. AJ Lee wins it back because I don't know why. She just does, okay? It's super annoying. It has so much potential, and they just piss everything away. It just pisses me off. Alright, moving on. In what could be the main event of the night, but probably won't be, I think it's justifiable though. The TLC match will see Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. At that go-home show on Raw, we saw Dean Ambrose come out like a badass out of a smoke-filled ambulance, which was a little confusing, but still, it was badass, so shut up, don't think too hard about it. I'm looking forward to a lot of brutality in this match. I think it's going to be absolutely nuts. In the end, I do think that Bray takes advantage of an overconfident, and although he may not like to admit it, still injured Dean Ambrose. Dean's time in the WWE as a top dog is certainly coming, but Bray Wyatt will stand up to him, he will win, he will defend the honor of his woman, Abigail, and her chair. Rest in peace, rocking chair. So what I think will be the ultimate main event of the night, the tables match versus John Cena and Seth Rollins. Now that I say that, it sounds kind of silly that a table match would go on last. But I think this one goes on last because it has the biggest implications of the future in the WWE. John Cena, a couple of months ago, beat Randy Orton for the #1 contender spot, meaning that he gets to face Brock Lesnar whenever Brock Lesnar decides that it's time to come back, I guess. Ultimately, this match seems like it could just be an awkward, just kidding about that #1 contender thing. Mostly because we thought we were going to book Brock Lesnar at some match in between now and Royal Rumble, but, you know, that's not actually going to happen. He's not even going to show his face on TV, so, That said, I do like Brock Lesnar. I just don't like the way that the booking has gone down, essentially. I think it could have gone a lot better, and he could still be gone this whole time if they would give us a little bit more direct reminders about him. You know, have him cutting some promos, sending in some tape from back home where he's just dicking around, cutting wood, and, you know, the championship's like in the corner on a couch. Like, you know, it's nothing to him. He's the champ. Like, he's proud to be the champ. But it's like, whatever, man, nobody's gonna beat me. Why should I even bother coming back? Blah, 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 all that stuff, you know? We get some of that from Heyman, but, like, I feel like it would be much more meaningful if it actually came from Lesnar and came from from him at home. I don't know. I digress again. But anyways, if Seth Rollins can beat John Cena, it sets up for a really, really big Royal Rumble main event where the winner gets to take on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, it's going to be like well over 6 months at that point since he last defended his belt. I'm sure they could come up with some reason to explain that away, regardless of how ridiculous the last few months have been. I just kind of want to see Brock Lesnar sitting on the ramp, watching all these fools fight in this Royal Rumble and just laughing at every single guy as they come out. He's just sitting there drinking mead and eating a giant turkey bone. I think I might have gone into a little bit of Game of Thrones crossover there, but you get my point. On that note, I really do think Seth Rollins is going to beat John Cena by hook, or more likely by crook. Alright, that does it for the TLC and S preview. Thanks for checking us out. And I have a question, what do you guys think happens this Sunday in Cleveland? Leave a comment below. Make sure and check out our podcast if you're not already a subscriber. Again, iTunes, Stitcher, the usual suspects. Follow us on Twitter. We'll be live tweeting during TLC. We live tweet every week during Raw. Sometimes it can be really a drag, but it's a lot more fun on Twitter where, if it's bad, we can just act like the Muppets up in the balcony and just kind of make fun of everything. Alright, that's it. I'm out of here. Too sweet me, bro.